Andy Costello, commercial real estate broker, here with Jenny Thompson, executive director of the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools. Tell us a little bit about what you do here and who you serve.
Well, great question. Let's also preface this, I've only been here for 4 months, so I'm still learning all the things. But here at the Foundation, we're all about helping Vancouver Public Schools students be happy, healthy, and ready to learn. It's kind of like our tagline and everything else. So everything revolves around that.
Yeah, that's really important. Obviously, the school district can only do so much, and the Foundation is a good partnership.
Exactly.
I know you've only been here a short time, but do you know where the organization began or where the idea came from?
Actually, I do know that. Like, it's part of the things you start researching, right, when you first start. So we've actually been around for approximately 34 years. If you look at our original bylaws, it's actually maybe even a little longer than that. So late 70s. And the story goes, or maybe the lore, the myth of the Foundation, is it started with donations from teachers in a shoebox.
Oh, wow.
And if I remember correctly, it was Jim Parsley. So we're actually in the Jim Parsley Community Center. He was the superintendent for Vancouver Public Schools. And he was the one that kind of gathered teachers, and they recognized there's opportunities where we needed to serve and support our kids. And public funds just weren't available for us to do that. So then teachers started gathering their funds and their money together to help offset those expenses for the students all across the district. And like, he took like a shoebox to the bank, and
that was it.
And here we are, 34 some odd later.
Wow, that's a great story. Whether it's true or not, it sounds very good.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's a lot of challenges recently with COVID and everything.
Yes.
And again, you've not been here very long, but do you know what one of the biggest challenges is, or maybe a challenge that you see kind of coming up in the future of education and what's happening?
I think it's an unknown factor for us. So at the Foundation, we did a really good job of pivoting during the pandemic. So we realized that we need to be more flexible with our spending and how we support our students so that they could get the resources and supports they need, right? As they're now, like, do they have internet access? Do they have devices? Are they still being fed and clothed and utilities being paid for, right? So there's a little bit more intensive outreach within that space. But now that we're back from the pandemic, there's a whole new slew of opportunities and growth and problems that we're trying to solve. So mental health and behavioral health, social anxieties and things like that is what we're actually kind of struggling with right now. And so I think the biggest challenge for us is how are we creative in supporting our students to grow and be better in those areas, right? Because it's what we thought is how you can approach it isn't the way to approach it anymore. So now we're being challenged to think outside the box, which is, I think, better,
right?
Ultimately speaking, but it also is a little more challenging at times too.
Yeah, makes sense. So, the Foundation's been around for a long time. What do you attribute some of that success to?
It's the community. Like, we are here, like a lot of nonprofits, right? If you're a nonprofit and you don't have support from the community and your donors, you're not going to exist for very long. The Foundation is successful because of our community, because of teachers and alumni and businesses and donors, supporters. Like, that's why we're here. Like, they believe in us, and they believe that we can be good stewards of their money in supporting VPS students, and we're grateful for that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't do anything without other people, right?
Right.
What's one thing you'd want the community to know about the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools?
That we're here to really empower our community, and we want to invite them to come in and support our young people in their growth and becoming successful adults. So whether that's that you have money and you want to donate and give to us, great, but maybe it's also time or other resources. We want to help you invest in our youth, because they're literally our future, right? And we need all the love and support we can get. So if you're looking for a way, how can I help support our community to become stronger and to be better, to solve whatever challenges we have here in Vancouver, consider supporting us.
Yeah, that's great. So tell everybody where you're located, or if they just want more information, maybe to learn about how to support the Foundation, what do you recommend?
Well, we're Vancouver, and we only work with Vancouver Public Schools, so that is very specific within that space. That's all our money goes to. Our office is located next to the Jim Parsley Community Center. Our entrance is a little funky because it's in between the free clinic and Boys and Girls Club's OK Clubhouse. But really just going to our website is probably the easiest way to start getting information. So foundationforvps.org is our website, and we'd love to engage with you on that platform or social media or wherever makes sense.
I will be sure to put the website in the show notes.
Yeah.
Jenny, thank you so much.
Thank you, Andy. It's always a pleasure.
It is a pleasure, and thank you so much for watching this week's video. Take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.